Archer Aviation, a sell-off on the earnings day, then what a comeback, up to 20%. What's next? Let's find out. Hey up everyone, welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. I'm Vaz. Do you know what time it is? It's time to start talking eVTOLs. Archer Aviation second quarter earnings call. It was just amazing. We had amazing audience. I love the show. We hosted this on Monday on Martyn Lucas Investor. By the way, if you are watching this, don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe if you are interested in Archer Aviation, eVTOLs, aerospace, you name it. I'm Vaz and I cover this on our channel, this new emerging market. Archer Aviation second quarter earnings call happened to be the biggest live eVTOL show on YouTube or on internet. The keyword is live, you can get the hint, but 5.6 thousand viewers. Wow, what a number. And guess what? Guess who we beat? Martyn Lucas Investor and Vaz with his first quarter Archer earnings call. There we go. It had 3.6 thousand viewers. And as you can see, there's a little preview for you. Oh, that's just a boring scene. Let me rewind it a bit. Again, sorry, ads. Again, 5.6 thousand people. That is a small football stadium or ice hockey arena or basketball stadium. Do you call them stadiums, arenas? Or a big theater. So thank you everyone for joining. How about we just crack on with the news? So what I've got here for you, I'm not reflecting back on the actual earnings call. Was the earnings call positive? Was it negative? Definitely, we got some updates on things, on questions that have been shelved for 1, 2, maybe even 3 quarters. We got update on the production side and the new production facility. We got more updates on the financial side as well. But also, there's a lot of questions to be answered. And I believe these questions are sort of hidden by the curtain of NDAs, non-disclosure agreement, security reasons, and strategic reasons as well. Because we know Archer have been shifting towards the defense. And you know as well as I know, military contracts is something you don't want to disclose too much on. So what happens? I've been through the 8K filing. The 8K filing is your quarterly filing. And I've picked some cherries, which some of these you didn't hear on the earnings call. So there is some extra on top for you, on top of the earnings call. So, key highlights. 6 Midnight eVTOL aircraft in production with 3 in final assembly. Manufacturing ramp up in full swing. We know from the earnings call that Archer will use at least 3 of these aircraft for their testing purposes. And we have been talking about this for months. The November 704 Alpha Xavier, the fully piloted transitional eVTOL aircraft, will be one of these. So hopefully we will see some update on this in the coming month. Hopefully. Because we know, shall I say it? Archer have a deadline this year. And they need to be ready for a certain event. So this seems to be nicely on the track to achieve that deadline. Whoop, just hit my mic. We know that Archer have been officially named as the official air taxi provider for the LA 28 Olympics, locking in high-profile US launch event. We didn't find any more updates. I mean, just partial information, no major update. We actually did an Olympics special, and I broke down to you 3 cases of how many aircraft will they have to operate on the event or for the event. And we are as low as just a very cleverly played PR stunt and advertising manner of as low as 50 aircraft. On the opposite, in the heavy case, that was the light case, on the heavy case, we are looking at lower hundreds of aircrafts, servicing aircraft, servicing top athletes and the top events, servicing officials, servicing media, servicing partners. So I definitely want to hear some more update in the coming quarters. It is very fragile. It can harm Archer, and Archer can gain massive benefit from this as well. That's probably why Archer are still quiet about the details, because they don't want to overpromise. They don't want to say we're gonna have 300 aircraft and then not being ready. So I think Archer are waiting for upscaling of their production, and then they will give us, once they are confident with the numbers, they will give us some guidance. United Arab Emirates launch edition program. First Midnight delivered to Abu Dhabi, which I can actually show you here. Got nice footage. First Archer Midnight delivered to Abu Dhabi. Flight testing underway. Initial commercial payments expected this year. Well, was it a testing flight? It wasn't. Again, Archer very clever with their PR. Archer very clever with their media side. Amazing job. Don't get me wrong. Amazing job. They performed very short and very steady hover. I don't even want to call it a flight, but they can officially announce they have commenced their Mid East venture, and that was their first international flight as well. So well done, Archer. We also have two strategic defense acquisitions. We have Over-Air and their tilt rotor patent portfolio and engineering talent. And we also have mission critical composites. They are manufacturing assets for in-house composite production. And the balance sheet record 1.7 billion in cash and equivalents, giving Archer a robust operational runway. On the earnings call, obviously the operational costs will be scaling up, but we know that we are covered easily for another 7, maybe 8 quarters before Archer become before the revenue phase. Sorry. Financial snapshot. Cap next net loss 206 million, 0.36 per share. Obviously a miss. The expectations were 0.25 or 0.20. EBITDA. Apparently, I've been saying it wrong. I said it wrong on few calls already, on few shows. So it's EBITDA. 118.7 million, and obviously this is natural upscaling of your business, of your operations, so it's not necessarily a bad thing. We know that they have 6 aircraft underway on their production line, so this is just natural upscale. Operational expenses 176 million, up from the second quarter 2024. That is an upside again, but this is the upscaling. So with these operational costs, and if we say we have 10% growth every quarter, we still have enough capital to give us a runway for another 7 or 8 quarters, which is great news for Archer Aviation. We have capital raise of 850 million in second quarter, boosting liquidity to record levels, and guidance for third quarter EBITDA loss forecast between 110 and 130 million. Here is a little snapshot from the investor's letter, and this is literally just picked from the 8K form. This is not reflecting on the earnings call, because some of the information we didn't get from the earnings call. So this is from the 64-page 8K file. 8K filing, sorry. So, raising capital and alliances, as already mentioned, 850 million raise, followed by US executive order support for faster eVTOL integration. Strong institutional confidence with major backers like BlackRock. Interesting. Sales traction and zero revenue. Well, second quarter, $0 revenue. Missing analyst estimates. That was expected about $200,000. But is this relevant? Probably not. First, UAE customer payments expected before year end. So this could be considered as a revenue phase fourth quarter could be the commencement of the revenue phase for Archer Aviation. Defense and manufacturing. Acquisition at advanced in-house composite production capacity. And 4 allied military programs in discussion for defense applications. I'm not sure if you heard this on the call. I'm not sure they mentioned this on the call, but it's definitely in the filing. And that's why I did this, because on the call, you don't necessarily have to get all the information. These are the cherries picked from the 8K filing. So 4 allied military programs in discussion for defense applications. FAA certification and piloted testing. The FAA inspections underway at California and Georgia facilities for production certification. And piloted test flights active with environmental testing in Abu Dhabi. Again, very bold statement, but Archer can say it because they have flown officially in Abu Dhabi. Investor sentiment, what to look out for, pros and cons. So, reason for optimism, record cash reserves ensure stability. Olympic partnership boosts visibility and credibility. UAE program offers first tangible revenue opportunity. Defense diversification can open stable government contract streams. Reasons for caution. Persistent heavy losses with no commercial revenue yet. FAA certification still carries timing and execution risks. Many deals remain memorandum of understandings, not binding contracts. A non-GAAP adjustment hide recurring costs, like Stellantis warrants. So what are the closing thoughts? Archer's second quarter shows a cash-rich, aggressively expanding eVTOL contender moving fast in consumer mobility, international markets and defense. Still deep in the red, but with the resources and partnerships to potentially deliver and a breakthrough in the next 12 to 24 months. Key milestones to watch. Obviously the FAA production certification progress, the Mid-East commercial operations commencement, and the defense contracts. This is our newsletter. The link to the newsletter will be below the video. You are getting this every morning as your market forecast for the day by Sensei. I do one on Saturday and it's fairly interactive. You can see a lot of media, you can see a lot of info rammed in it. All newsletters are just rammed with information. And you can also see links in here. So this is the event. If you click on it, it will take you to the biggest live eVTOL show ever. So let me know what you think about the Archer Aviation earnings call. What was the reaction? Was the sell-off justified? Was the comeback reasonable? Are we going to see more retraction? Are we not? Let me know in the comments and in the live chat. That's it for now. Here is the link to the earnings call. Again, here is another video related to Archer Aviation. Take care of yourselves and each other.